right, guys, today we're laying down some metallic magic on this Hyundai Tucson. And trust me, spraying metallics is where painters either shine or cry in the corner wondering what went wrong. Now, before you go Picasso on your panels, let's talk technique. Metallics are all about even flow. No stripes, no blotches, no disco ball effect. Your spray gun, that's your paintbrush. The air pressure, the distance, and your overlap. They decide whether this car looks like a mirror or a mess. Remember, metallics don't like drama. Too heavy and your flakes sink. Too dry and it'll look patchy. The goal, smooth, floating flakes that dance evenly across the surface. So buckle up, we're about to make this Tucson shimmer like it just rolled out of a luxury showroom. The right way. Let's get spraying. Here we've already applied the primer on this Hyundai Tucson, and you can see it's looking smooth and ready for the next step. Now, if you want to take your paint job to the next level, this is where a sealer comes in. A sealer helps cover up minor imperfections, creates a uniform base, and ensures that your metallic paint lays down evenly with maximum depth and shine. On this car, we're skipping it for now, but if you're aiming for that flawless finish, applying a thin coat of sealer before your base coat is always a smart move. Think of it as giving your metallic paint the perfect stage to shine on. All right, now it's time for the first pass of our metallic coat on this Hyundai Tucson. Before we dive in, remember, metallic paint is a little diva. It wants even strokes, the right distance, and a gentle touch. Think of it like sprinkling glitter evenly across a cake. Too heavy in one spot and it clumps. Too light and it looks patchy. We start by holding the spray gun about 6 to 8 inches from the surface, keeping it moving in smooth, overlapping passes. Notice how I keep a consistent speed. No stopping, no lingering in one spot. That's the key to avoiding those dreaded stripes or blotches. Metallic flakes reflect light differently depending on the angle, so make sure you're watching from multiple positions as you spray. Tilt your head, walk around a little. Yes, you can even do a little dance. It helps you catch any thin spots. Another pro tip, keep the coats thin and build gradually. This first pass isn't about full coverage. It's about laying down a smooth, even base. Think of it like gently dusting a surface rather than throwing the paint like confetti at a party. Also, pay attention to flash-off time between coats. Metallics need a little moment to settle before the next layer. Too soon, and you risk lifting the previous coat or creating unevenness. Too long and it slows down the whole process. Balance is everything. And don't forget your gun technique. Straight, even strokes, overlapping about 50%. Keep your wrist loose and relaxed. Metallics show every mistake, so treat each pass like it's a work of art. Finally, step back often. Check the surface from different angles, under different lights, and make sure your flakes are laying down evenly. This is the foundation for a professional, showroom-quality finish. Remember, patience, control, and observation are your best friends here. Once this first pass is done, the Tucson will already start shimmering subtly, hinting at the stunning final look we're building. And that, my friends, is how a pro starts a metallic paint job. Calm, controlled, and just a touch of sparkle magic. All right, the first pass of metallic is down, and now it's time for that all-important flash-off stage. Think of this as giving the paint a little breather. It's letting the solvents evaporate and the metallic flakes settle into place. Don't rush it. Walking away for a minute or two may sound boring, but trust me, patience here saves you from blotches and uneven shine later. While the paint is flashing off, it's a great time to check your work from different angles. Tilt your head, crouch down, walk around. See how the light hits the metallic flakes. This helps you spot any thin spots early before the next coat goes on. Remember, metallics are sensitive, so avoid touching, dust, or even sneezing too hard around the car. Keep your workspace clean, controlled, and give that paint a moment to settle in. After this short flash-off, the surface is ready for the next pass, and your Hyundai Tucson will start looking even more like it belongs in a showroom. All right, now we're back for the second pass of metallic on this Hyundai Tucson. This is where the magic really starts to pop. The first coat laid the groundwork, but the second coat is all about building depth, enhancing that metallic shimmer and covering any thin spots. Remember, metallic paint is like a fine wine. It develops its true character in layers. Keep your spray gun about 6 to 8 inches from the surface, moving smoothly with consistent speed. Overlap each pass by about 50%, just like before, and resist the urge to linger in one spot. Those flakes will let you know if you've been too heavy-handed. Now here's a little pro tip. Watch the light as you spray. Metallic flakes reflect differently depending on the angle, so shifting your view slightly as you go helps you see areas that might need a touch more coverage. Think of it like giving your paint a mini inspection while it's still wet. Another key thing, thin, even coats are always better than thick, sloppy ones. The goal here isn't just coverage, it's creating that smooth, mirror-like finish that will make your Tucson really shine. Layer gradually and trust the process. And don't forget to keep your wrist relaxed and your strokes steady. Every small adjustment counts with metallics. Step back occasionally, check your work, and adjust your distance or angle if necessary. By the end of this pass, you'll notice the color depth really starting to come alive. The metallic flakes are dancing in the light, the surface is smooth, and your Hyundai Tucson is officially on its way to a showroom quality finish. This second pass is all about finesse, patience, and a little bit of sparkle magic. All right, the second metallic coat is down, and now it's time for a quick flash off. Just a few seconds to let the paint settle and the metallic flakes relax into place. This short pause ensures your surface stays smooth and ready for the next step, the clear coat. Now that the flash off is done, it's time to gently wipe the surface with a thick, clean cloth. This removes any dust, tiny debris, or particles that could ruin the final finish. Be careful, don't press too hard. You just want to lift away anything sitting on top of the paint without disturbing the metallic flakes underneath. Think of it as preparing the perfect canvas for your clear coat. Smooth, clean, and ready to shine. Take your time, check from different angles, and make sure every panel feels flawless to the touch before moving on. All right, now we're moving on to the first pass of clear coat, the part where all that hard work with the metallic really starts to shine. Clear coat is like the icing on a cake. It protects your paint, adds depth, and gives that glossy showroom finish. But just like icing, you don't want to glob it on. Smooth, even layers are key. Hold your spray gun about 6 to 8 inches from the surface and keep it moving with steady, overlapping passes. Think of it like painting a wall. Slow, consistent strokes, and don't linger in one spot, or you'll end up with runs or drips. The first pass is all about laying down a thin, even base. Don't try to get full coverage right away. Here's a pro tip. Watch the reflection of light on the panels as you spray. You'll see where the clear coat starts to level out and where it's still a little thin. This is your cue to adjust your speed or overlap. And yes, it's perfectly fine to step back, take a quick spin around the car, and admire how that metallic color starts popping under the clear. Remember, patience is everything. Metallics plus clear coat equals magic, but only if you take it slow. Keep your wrist relaxed, maintain that consistent gun distance, and don't forget to breathe. By the time this first pass is done, the Hyundai Tucson will already have a subtle, glossy sheen, the perfect foundation for the next layers to really bring out that showroom sparkle. All right, the first pass of clear coat is down, and now it's time for a short flash off. Think of this as letting the paint take a little nap. It gives the solvents time to evaporate and the surface time to level out. Don't rush it. Step back, walk around, and check the panels from different angles. This is your chance to spot any minor dust or uneven spots before the next pass. All right, friends, now we're at the moment that really defines a professional paint job, the second and final clear coat on this Hyundai Tucson. And I'm not talking just about slapping on another layer. I'm talking about going deep, laying down a coat that protects, enhances, and gives this metallic finish that mirror-like showroom quality glow. By the end of this, you'll not only understand the how, but also the why behind every stroke, angle, and technique. Oh, and if you want more in-depth car painting tips, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this. Let's start with why this coat is critical. The first clear coat lays the foundation. It protects the metallic, evens out minor imperfections, and gives a hint of shine. The second coat, however, is where depth, gloss, and durability come into play. Think of the first coat as a base layer of chocolate on a cake, and the second coat as the rich, glossy ganache that makes it irresistible. This layer fills in microscopic orange peel, smooths the surface, and ensures that your metallic flakes truly sparkle under the light. Before even picking up the gun, the key is preparation and mindset. Make sure your surface is clean, dust-free, and flashed off properly from the first coat. Your gun setup matters. Correct air pressure, fluid flow, and tip size are crucial. Metallics plus clear coat exaggerate every mistake. Inconsistent strokes, uneven distance, or stopping mid-pass will be obvious. So approach this coat with patience, steady hands, and a plan. Think in long, fluid passes, overlapping each by roughly 50%, and maintain a consistent speed. Now let's get technical. Hold your gun 6 to 8 inches from the surface, perpendicular to the panel. Move your wrist smoothly, not your elbow. Small, controlled movements prevent runs. Metallics show every imperfection, so even slight changes in distance or angle can create visual inconsistencies. Overlap each pass by 50%. This ensures even coverage and helps prevent orange peel. A trick pros use. Watch the reflection of light on the panel as you spray. This is your best feedback. You'll see thin areas, minor dust nibs, or uneven distribution immediately. Adjust your speed, distance, or overlap based on what you observe. Always keep the surface wet, the wet edge technique, which means never letting one area flash off before the next stroke blends into it. This is what gives the final finish that deep, mirror-like quality. Here's where depth comes in. The final clear coat isn't just about protection, it's about enhancing the metallic underneath. Thin, even layers allow light to penetrate the clear, reflect off the metallic flakes, and then bounce back, creating that shimmering, three-dimensional look. Too thick, and you risk runs and slow curing. Too thin, and your metallic won't pop. Pro tip: keep your booth lighting in mind. Move around the car, look from multiple angles, and ensure the light reflects evenly across the panels. The goal is uniformity, a continuous, glossy surface that makes the Tucson look like it just rolled out of a luxury showroom. After each section, let the paint flash off lightly. This allows solvents to evaporate and prevents problems like orange peel or fish eyes later. But don't overdo it. The surface should remain tacky enough for the next pass to bond perfectly. Step back frequently, observe, and make small adjustments. Remember, clear coat is more about finesse than speed. If you're learning something new right now, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're diving deep into every technique, tip, and pro trick for car painting, and there's a lot more coming your way. Trust me, these advanced insights will save you time, money, and a lot of headaches on your next project. Finally, once this second coat is done, let it cure properly before any polishing or compounding. This deep layer of clear coat is what protects your paint for years and gives it that mirror-like, reflective finish. Remember, steady hands, patience, proper overlap, and careful observation are what separate a pro job from an amateur one. This Hyundai Tucson is about to shine like a showroom star, and now you know exactly how to achieve it. All right, the final clear coat is down, and now we're in that last crucial stage, the final flash-off. This is where the magic really settles in. The clear coat needs a few quiet minutes to level out. Let the solvents evaporate and form that perfect glossy shell. Think of it like letting fresh bread rest before slicing. If you rush it, you ruin the texture. So don't touch it, don't wave your hands around it, just let that shine build itself. Once the clear coat has flashed off and cured, it's time for the best part, the reveal. Grab your light, take a step back, and just look at that mirror finish. If you decide to polish, wait until the clear is fully cured, then go in gently with compound to enhance that depth and reflection even more. This is where all your patience pays off. Smooth, glossy, and clean, the kind of finish that makes people ask, who painted that car? And if you learned something new or just enjoyed the process, make sure